You are now listening to the Purple Fox Podcast.
Update.
What's going on, everybody? This is Kevin C. Eze with your Purple Fox update. I just wanted to come on really quickly and explain what this is, what this whole project is. So, what is the Purple Fox? In my opinion, a Purple Fox is anyone who can see what's going on right now in our current discourse in America and kind of decipher through the partisan spins, whether they're coming from the left or the right, whatever direction they're coming from. The Purple Fox can see that, decipher that, and glean nuggets of their own truth from that to form their own opinion. And I think that's primarily what it is in practice. But in terms of the symbolism, I know you can kind of see the fox with the scales right there. It's balance, it's so the fox, just in nature alone, as a creature on this earth, the fox, other than human beings, are one of the most, or is one of the most adaptable creatures in existence. You can put a fox in any climate and they will find a way, eke out a way to survive. And so you throw that and that drive and that impetus behind the symbolism of purple, within the political landscape, you can kind of get to see, what we're aiming at here. I know a lot of people will see this and they'll be like, oh, the Forward Party that Andrew Yang is starting and all of that. And they'll say, you're just going to muddy the waters, There's this tendency to by nature of these kind of movements being more liberal than their counterpart, muddy the waters for Democrats, when their election chances are slim. We need every vote we can get, but again, a Purple Fox can see that spin and say, what the Constitution grants me the right of is my freedom of opinion. I don't have to move with the mob, the monolith. I can make my own sovereign decisions to see what's happening around me. And in that way, contribute to the American discourse. Those kinds of voices are needed because people need to see that there are alternatives, and there are a multitude of alternatives. This country's in pain right now. It's a certain kind of pain that I've never seen in my lifetime. And I feel like we're living in a very important time right now. And there's a lot of different things happening, a lot of different movements coming about. This moment is rife with change. And the human being has a very hard time with change, even though they eventually do succumb to the change and learn to thrive, some of us, in those situations. The idea here is to create a space where ideas aren't partisan in nature. We don't bring ideas to the table with the notion that there's just going to be this partisan spin. We're on this team or that team. No, the ideas that we bring here to what I call the Foxhole are ideas that are either solid or shaky in their foundation, and ultimately the arguments will win out. You fill a room with a bunch of purple foxes and they're picking at every possible flaw, every angle, every truth, every every pocket of good that's possible in the idea brought forth. But ultimately, if it is a fallible idea, it will fall away because something better will take its place. And that's what the foxhole is, you know? We battle it out in the most respectable of ways. And that's another thing that's missing in our current American discourse is respectable debate. And the shakier ideas will eventually fall away. So that's what this is. And in that way, you can build more thriving community around an exchange of ideas. You know, people learning from each other, people willing to listen to each other, which is also missing. And it's a more cohesive way to think from that frame of mind. And we don't bullshit here. You know, we're bringing solid ideas. If you're not doing solid research, we'll turn you back, you know, because we want to bring the best possible information into the space. You know, you got to know what you're talking about. You can't talk out of your ass. That's just not what we're doing here. And we see too much of that. You know, how many of our congressmen and women and senators just don't seem to have that thing that a representative leader should have, you know? And we're building that here from the ground up because that's just a necessary part of what I want my society to look like. I want my elected officials and the thinkers around me to know what they're talking about because I want to learn. That's how you learn. I want to listen to those people who I know way more than me. And in that way, I thrive because I can get those pieces of information. So with that said, mostly what this update is about is letting you know what this is. And that's the symbol for the integral party. You can find us on Facebook. We are a group growing in size, slowly but surely, you know. Like-minded people in the sense that, you know, we come to exercise our sovereignty, you know, and like part of the manifesto of the Purple Fox that I'll read to you right now, much like the philosopher kings and queens of Plato that Plato envisioned within his republic, we acknowledge here that we pave our own way as sovereign individuals. However, we do it under one banner. Here, we celebrate and make way for the Purple Fox. So even though we're under one banner in the agreement that we're all going to exercise our free will and our sovereignty of thought. You know, imagine what a space full of those kind of individuals, what frequency that builds, you know? So you say, what's the strength of this movement? How is this not going to be damaging? And I say, it's something truer than what we're seeing in in the political arena right now. And I think there's a desire for this. And we'll see where it goes. So this has been your Purple Fox update. This is Kevin Eze, signing out.